Good morning, everyone. Today we will discuss the introduction to graphics and what is computer graphics. We will discuss here. Computer graphics is an art of drawing pictures on computer screen with the help of programming, and it involves the computation, creation, manipulation of data. And in other words, we can say that the computer graphics is rendering tool for the generation and manipulation of images. Graphics, which is discussed about, include that about the collection of images and images which is created using the pixels. The concept of computer graphics simply means identifying the area of the screen that are to be eliminated and those that should not be. Most of the regular figures like straight lines, circles, etc. are represented by mathematical equations. In a computer graphics, we'll talk about that all there are individual functions for the line, circle in a particular tool, as well as in a computer graphics there is a particular algorithm. By using that algorithm we are just generating the line and circles. If we talk about the graphic design, that graphics design is all about creating the animations, pictorial representations by using tools. There is no need to use the algorithms for that. But in this chapter, we will also discuss about the different algorithms also. In this subject, we'll discuss that also. Now, in computer graphics, there are two-dimensional and three-dimensional pictures can be created that are used for the research. Many hardware devices algorithms have been developing for improving the speed of picture generation with the passes of time. So there are so many algorithms, but which one is efficient and improving the efficiency of generating the pictures is matters. It includes the creation of a storage of models and image of objects. These models for various fields like engineering, mathematics, and so on are used. Today, computer graphics is entirely different from the earlier one, that it is not possible. It is an interactive user can control the structure of an object for the various input devices. So for the computer graphics, there is so many input devices through which the input is taken and the output devices on which the graphics is displayed. So what is the computer graphics? We can segregate it in three parts: that generative graphics, which is used to create the line, ellipse, circle. Second one is the image analysis, in which used to generate the picture and images. And the lognitive is the use for the photography and images. These three are different in somehow, and which can be say that one is included in the another one. Can say that the line and circle, that photography of images which consist of multiple pictures and images, and the images and the picture which include some circles, some lines, some polygons, like that. So these are including one in another. Then why we are using the computer graphics and why computer graphics used? Suppose a shoe manufacturing company want to show the sale of a shoe for 5 years. For this vast amount of information is to store. So a lot of time and memory will be needed. But this method will be tough to understand by a common man. In this situation, graphics is better alternative. Graphics tool are chart and graph. Using the graphs, data can be represented in a pictorial form. In the form of that graph, and that we can show the sale or the information about the shoe in a particular 5 years or in particular years, in a particular duration. A picture can be understood easily just within a single look. As in the daily, if I will take an example, that if you can see a block diagram for a particular topic, or if you will see a paragraph, so what will be the easily effective for you, or which will affect you, and which is easy to remember. So you can also see that a particular pictorial form or a block diagram or a picture is easy to capture in your mind than your written text. So another, interactive computer graphics work using the concept of two-way communication between computer users. The computer will receive signal from the input device and picture is modified accordingly. There are some applications which generally represent that designing, user interface, machine drawing, visualization, education, entertainment, presentation of graphics, computer art, training, image processing. So these are some application of computer graphics. User interfaces like you are using, that we are using a particular software like Facebook. If it is not user friendly, then so the pictorial representation, there we can see the pictures, there is some logos are there. So and the Facebook particular page is there. So this is the user interface. For Twitter we can say that, for YouTube is there, like that. Machine drawing is like that, CAD CAM tool is used for the machine drawing like car designing or particularly machine designing and all. Visualization, if you are representing some graph, chart for a particular data analysis. So these are the pictorial representation. If you will write in a particular table or in a particular text form, will not be easy to understand. But if you will write in a particular graph form and all, then it will be easy to understand and it will be easy to uh, analyze. In education, like making PPTs, presentations, showing videos to the students, that education it is representing, it is used. Entertainment, seeing movies, seeing cartoons, watching games, playing games. So these are the some use in entertainment. Presentation, computer art is there, cartoons are, cartoon designing is there, flare designing is there, uh, banner designing and all, image processing, making some research in image processing. So all is included in the computer graphics applications. So next is the in a 2D and 3D animations, visualization of computer simulations, medical diagnostics. So this is the one of the good example for application, that making reports for a particular sonography, MRI, or a particular CT scan. That all reports are comes in into the form of graphics. So that can be easy to understand. Drafting or computer design, preparation of publications, special effects in movies, 3D effects, 2D effects, or now 4D is also introduced. So and computer games are there. So these all are the application of the computer graphics. Now, what is the process of computer graphics? That we all know about the cathode ray tube, which is used in our monitor, previously used, or a television. So what is that? A cathode ray tube is a specialized vacuum tube in which the image are produced when an electron beam strikes a phosphorus on a particular phosphorescent surface. Most desktop computer displays make use of CRT. CRT is a computer display. Is similar to the picture tube that earlier we used the televisions or a monitor. The primary output device is a graphical system, is the monitor, video monitor. Okay, the main element of video monitor is the cathode ray tube. The operation of CRT is very simple. That is, first one is the electron gun. That electron we also studied in physics as well. The electron gun emits a beam of electrons, cathode rays. The electron beam passes through the focusing and deflection systems that direct it towards the specified positions on the phosphorus coated screen. When the beam hits the screen, the phosphor emits a small spot of lights at each position contacted by the electron beam. It redraws the picture by directing the electron beam back over the same screen point quickly. So here it is the pictures. As you can see that here is in right side that phosphor skin is there, Y deflected plates, Y and X deflected plate is there, control grid voltage, electron gun is there, connector pins, focusing systems and base. So this is the graphic representation of the cathode ray tube. Now next, interactive computer graphics. Types of, basically there are two graphics type, that is interactive computer graphics and non-interactive computer graphics. It is the computer graphics in which user can interact with the images on a computer screen. Here exists two-way communication between the user and the image. Playing the computer game in a computer is one of the example of interactive computers. According to the user wish, image make the movement on the screen. Here user control the image completely. Second one is the non-interactive computer graphics. It is the computer graphics in which user does not have any kind of control over the image. Image is merely the product of a static stored program and will work according to the instructions given in the program linearly. The image is totally under the control of program instructions, not under the user. That screensaver, we can take an example for the non-interactive computer graphics. Here the two basically graphics display are, first one is the random scan display. What is that? In a random scan system uses electron beam which operates like a pencil to create a line image on a CRT screen. So here the direct line to line or line to line is drawn on a CRT screen. The picture is constructed out of sequence of straight line segment. Each line segment is drawn on the screen by directing the beam to move from one point to the screen to the next, where its x and y coordinate define each point. The system cycles back to the first line and design all the lines of the images 30 to 60 times per each second. So here in the picture you can see that directly electron beam is generating a particular line and joining to the next line. So it is now created after a triangle. Random scan monitor are also known as vector display or a stroke writing display or a calligraphy displays. The advantage of it is the CRT has electron beam directed only to the part of the screen where an image is to be drawn. So it directly penetrates that reflect to the particular part of an image. Okay, produce smooth line drawing and high resolution. Disadvantage of the random scan monitor display is the realistic shade scheme. So it does not give the realistic shade because it directly make the particular picture line by line. So there may be the case some lines may be missed into the random scan monitor. The another one is the raster scan display. A raster scan display is based on intensity control of pixels in the form of rectangular box called raster on a screen. A information of on or off pixels is stored in a refresh buffer or frame buffer. Television is our house in our house are based on the raster scan method. The raster scan system can store information of each pixel position so it is suitable for realistic display of objects. Rasters can provide a refresh rate of 60 to 80 frames per second. As you can see in a particular picture, there is a scan line of each pixel. So whenever the scan line is moving towards first left to right, then to the next row, and the refreshing rate is the 60 to 80 frames per second. So when the scan line is moving towards left to right, it is called horizontal retracing. And till the end, you can see that at the end of the last row, when it goes back to the top left corner, then it is called the vertical retracing. So every time whenever the beam is reflecting on a screen, that particular pixel is on and remaining one will be off. So wherever the beam is reflecting, then it will show the on 1. The value of that particular pixel will get 1. Else remaining one will be the 0. So then the pattern will be reflected. So there is one advantage for the raster scan display is that it will give the clarity of a picture, because each and every pixel is generated. Each and every pixel will be scanned. So the in the raster scan display, the picture quality is better. So there are the references which we can see here that thank you.